Well, hello. Today is something a little bit different. I have been asked if I could sign one of my books to add to the auction. And I think that's a really nice idea. I'm really glad you asked. So that's what today we're going to be doing, a kind of an illustration signature on a couple of books. Start with today's first one. Let's have a look. Okay, and welcome back. So, the subject at the moment that we're kind of going through is this idea of adding some funding to the Funki Doodler Club, which is this kind of teach the world to draw type of thing. And so I've been asked if I could do a couple of signing of the books, and that is the Ghostabulous Experience, the Worry Lip Story, the big novel that we've done this year, and I think it's a great idea. Obviously, some people are really interested in the signing of illustrations, and I thought this might be a nice little booster. Maybe we can get in there and do something a little bit different, maybe just to. And I have no idea how it's going to react on this paper. It's a book paper, it's not a cartridge paper or whatever, so it might just bleed all over the place. It might be beautiful, but we shall see. And I think maybe I'll just draw a Norman, and then obviously the story is about Norman. The story is about Norman who lives in this world of ghosts, and I think it might be very different paper, very different paper. Well, let's get in and do something with the idea of drawing Norman is a lovely one anyway, and the idea of doing the kind of signed books type of thing with maybe a drawing inside might also be quite a lovely idea. I know that so many people have asked, and Norman is such a fabulous character. I do love Norman. And I do think that the book, I'm extremely pleased with my book. And the idea to do an illustration of Norman inside the book seems to be quite a nice one. The book is full of all his illustrations, as you can see all the way through it. And this, and I haven't done this type of thing before. So again, it makes it special, doesn't it? It makes it really even more special, the fact that all these type of things that we're doing at the moment, it's all new. It's all new for you and me. So, the whole idea of kind of coming up with some kind of adventure for us to share, for us to raise some money for the Funki Doodler Club, which is a real kind of. Am I moving? Where's my time? Yes, I see it as a real kind of beautiful stage in the whole website, the whole YouTube page, is that we're going to be teaching the world to draw, and I love that idea. And the fact that you can support me to do so, I think is even better. I love the idea that you will feel a bigger part of it. And I can't put my ink in my hand at the moment because I'm kind of holding the top of the book. I don't know if that will go down or will go down. And I'm just going to it's quite a nice idea, to do a drawing in the book is thank you very much for the suggestion. That is a wonderful idea. You guys have got some great ideas. You guys are really so good. So many of you people write to me and say, "Oh, you should do this," and it's like, wow, that's a fantastic idea. So, whoever it was that wrote yesterday, that you are absolutely superb. Thank you. And I'm really hoping for in 2025 is coming up. Wow, 2025, that we can get the Funky Doodler really up and moving into doing some fantastic things. Oh, poor little Norman, look at him. Maybe I can have him. Maybe I can have him kind of playing. There's a part in the story where he's playing this ukulele, so maybe I could kind of get in there and get him doing that. And he's playing the ukulele, but he kind of is just come out of the hospital and he kind of forgets all his words, and but it gives this lovely edge to the character of Norman, who is, would sing in his ukulele to his love that's in the photo, that's captured in the photo, in his memories of love for this girl. And I think it's wonderful. So the fact that he's singing her a lullaby, singing her a love song, get his little fingers in there. Norman has these fingers that kind of poke out from his shirt, his long sleeved shirt, and I did like that. I loved the fact that you couldn't really see all of his hand. You could only really see his little fingers stumping out of it. And I loved that idea. I loved the fact that the jumper was too big for him. And there he is, strumming his ukulele, singing for his love. It's a great book. If you haven't bought the book, go and treat yourself, or treat yourself even more. Buy this one where he's actually it's a signed, illustrated version of it. I mean, what more could you wish for in all your dreams? He signed. He signed Worry Lips. And I think these are going to be very rare for sure. There's not going to be many of these. And when this book is taken by Disney and it's made into a movie and everybody's walking around with Worry Lips t-shirts and big t-shirts of Norman, then you'll be so pleased that you made a bid on this book. You'll say, well, I've got one of the first books and it was signed, and there's a little illustration in there also by Mr. Seamons. And they'll say, they'll be on those crazy auctions. I love those crazy auctions where they go, and we're accepting 8 million, 8 million.2, 8 million for, I see. And that will be your investment for life. So what a great idea. And the book is full of illustrations anyway, but this illustration is nowhere in the book. So that makes it even more special. This is a one-off illustration in a book. I've seen somebody is actually on eBay and they're selling my book. And they're selling it for like £32, I think. Something like £32, and it's coming from America. So you have to pay all the shipping from America, which I think is 40 something pounds. And you could just go over to Amazon and buy it for about 25, I think it is. Go to my Amazon and buy it for 25. That's what I recommend. So do remember when you're bidding on this book, or you're bidding on some of the cards. Some of the cards are looking really interesting at the moment. Do remember that this is money that is going towards the growth of next year with the Funki Doodler Club. And that is going to be my main kind of focus, I think, for the coming years, doing more of the teaching. I do like that. There he is, Norman, with his ukulele, singing away for his love. That's quite nice. That is nice. Right, so what should I do behind him? Should I just do like the wallpaper? Because he has this lovely stripy wallpaper in his house that I really quite like. I love the idea of him having stripy wallpaper. Actually, this paper's not too bad. You know, it's quite interesting. It's a very dry paper, that's for sure. I'm going to have him singing with love. Just to add to the whole romantic side of it. But, you know, signed books, I have signed books by lots of artists, and I absolutely love them. I absolutely love them. There isn't many with big illustrations like this. So this is a special deal. Most of them are just a scribbly name. And I got some lovely ink today too. I got some lovely new ink. I got some purple, I got some yellow, I got some green, I got some orange. The orange is to die for. And the purple is pretty close behind it. With love, that's what he's singing. There's him singing it. Right, so I can't put your name, obviously, but it's to you with love. Sung by Norman. How good can that be? I don't know. I might do another. I might do another book with the illustration inside. It was such a good idea by the clever person who wrote to me. And this will be an extremely, extremely rare book. In fact, I think the only ones that I've really kind of done anything similar to have been for very, very, very close and special people. I have never done this in a kind of public form before. So, and I will even do, because he can't do it at the moment for himself because he's fast asleep. It's too cold to be awake at the moment. So I will do a paw print for Mr. Miro also. If he was awake, I'm sure he'd be happy to do it himself. And I feel like it just needs a little bit of colour in there somewhere. I'm going to put some. What colours have we got? Red, 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 red. Let's get some nice red going on in there. Lovely. Just to add a little bit of spice to it. Fantastic. Do a couple of little red hearts. A couple of hearts just to show that he is singing with love. So there you have an extremely special edition of the book. Now I'm hoping this is going to be a good bid. I want you to bid on this. You can buy these in the shop, but you cannot buy this version of the book in the shop. A signed edition. Now the book is The Ghost-Tabulous Experience. And you can buy that on Amazon if you want. But I will do a couple of, maybe I'll do a couple of signed editions. There it is. You can see it's a big, thick, chunky book. So there is a very, very, very special book. That's the first one. Okay. There, I have not done any others like this before. And that is in the first page. As soon as you open the book, that is what you will get. So, get your bidding fingers going. Let's make some money for this Funki Doodler Club. And remember that all this money is going into a pot to build this drawing for the world. Do this money is there to support the growth and the teaching of children and beginners of more on the drawing system, which I really want to get into and do. And I wanted to try and build it in a fun way. So with your money, it will help to put that system in place. Okay? So there is a sensational drawing today for you. Oh, it's nice to draw Norman again. I haven't drawn Norman for months now. Oh, hello Norman. So, look out for any more signed books coming this way. And this is a special edition going up onto eBay. So, please get bidding and support the Funki Doodler. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here. This is a special day. And I'm very, very, very excited. So, I will see you again back on the drawing table very, very soon. Go over to eBay. Get bidding. Go on, get bidding.